Lep in the hood came to do no good. Hey, lep in the hood came to do no good. Yo, what's going on my frag heads and said heads? The champ is here and I'm about to tell you what's fragging. So depending on what day you see this, I am doing a fragrance rotation based on St. Patty's Day. Now, before any of you hoteps hop in my comment section, whoa, Cedric, why are you celebrating St. Patty's Day? We are black. We don't support anything. Only the things that people online tell us to celebrate and participate in. That's the only thing we do. And I get it, but guess what? I got a fly pair of green Hardens I wanted to wear and this fresh little green long sleeve I wanted to put on before it got too hot around here. And then I looked into my fragrance collection and I said, you know what? I got some greens. I don't know if I want to bust out the green bottles or the green juices. So what I did, y'all, I went ahead and pulled out 3 fragrances that I wore that week because it was like, all right, I'm going to choose these 3, but you know what? I can't wear them all in one day. I mean, I can, but I wasn't. But instead, I went ahead and just wore them throughout the week. So first things first, I'm going to start with the fragrance that I wore on St. Patty's Day, and that's going to be no other than Bvlgari Manwood Essence. So I haven't seen too many reviews on this. I don't know a lot of people that have this one. I know a lot of people chose Bvlgari Manwood or Bvlgari Man or yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. I believe a lot of people went ahead and bought Bvlgari Manwood Neroli. I think they got instead of Essence. Me, I bought it because I sampled it in the store. I smelt it on paper. And then when I got home, I smelt it and it didn't smell the same on my skin as it did on paper. So therefore, if you're actually thinking about buying this fragrance, definitely test it on your skin first before you buy it. But you know what? I had mixed reaction with this thing. Like, I like it. Like at first it was like, nah, I shouldn't bought it. And then I wore it again and I was like, all right, I could see myself sporting this bad boy. Now I kind of find myself wanting to wear more of it, but it's like a love and hate with this fragrance, man. But without further ado, let's get into the notes because I know a lot of you are fragrance heads and you want to know exactly what we're talking about or what's in this fragrance. So in the top notes, we're going to have citruses with sugar. We have lemon zest. We have coriander leaf. We have cypress, cedar, vetiver, and benzoin. Now, one of the things I tell people all the time is to me, this smells like a sport fragrance. However, it does smell like sugar, like Kool-Aid in a way. I wouldn't say it smells like green Kool-Aid, but it does smell like a drink. I can't put my finger on it. Maybe a Capri Sun, something along that line, somewhere, y'all. But yeah, that's why I liked it. To me, I smelled like that bubblegum, that bubblegum citrusy, sugary smell to it. Now the benzoin can add to it. I really don't pick up a lot of benzoin in this. Actually, I don't pick up benzoin like at all. You do get the vetiver, you do get the cedar. It is a little spicy. They say it's lemon zest, but to me it's a little spicy. Now I don't know what that could be. It's definitely not sage because my nose would tickle if it was sage, you know. Maybe it's some type of a little bit of resin or something like that. But I would probably wear this all year long. Like I think you can wear this any time of day, any event, any occasion. Like you can just rock it. I wouldn't call it a dumb reach, but it is very safe. But it's not immature either. Like sometimes when you say a fragrance is safe, somebody like people would think, oh, well, that's youthful or it's for the young, you know? No, I mean, like it just smells good, man. You know, it makes me feel young again. Like I put it on, like I want to get fly with this. Like I'm talking about like white tea fly. You know what I mean? But of course I had on all green when I wore this. But like I said, when I want to get fly, I'm going to wear this. And that's exactly what happened. I wanted to get fly on St. Patty's Day, go get me a little green beer with it, rocked it, and it was good. When it comes to the longevity of it, it does last all day. I remember we stayed out all day, all St. Patty days, pretty much just ran errands. It was a day off for me. We ran errands, got home, I still smelt it, you know, and it was night. So when it comes to the projection, I can honestly tell you, I really don't smell it off myself. So I don't know if it projects really far, but when my skin heats up, I can smell it. So I'm in a long sleeve and say, for example, not that I start sweating or anything, but you know, like you're kind of sitting in the sun, your body starts to heat up, you start to smell it. Now, how far it projected, I'm not too sure, but yeah, this is one of those fragrances, man. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I do wish I would have bought a bigger bottle, of course. Now, secondly, is kind of not kind of old school. It is old school. And I don't know if it's discontinued or not. And a lot of people say that it's a clone of another fragrance. But to me, it is not a clone of anything. And that is going to be Aspen by Coty. So, of course, this is old school. Like, you can probably find this at the dollar store if you really, really wanted to, or Dollar General, or anywhere. You can definitely find it in a retail store if you're doing your whole, you know, that shopping thing everybody does online in the fragrance community. Like, hey, we're going to the detailers, or not detailers, I'm sorry. But, you know, we're going to the department stores, you know, to find it. I'm pretty sure you can find it there for $5. And since it's discontinued, maybe not, but this is definitely a gem you should have in your collection. It is a Eau de Cologne, and it's funny because I prefer to wear this as an aftershave more than anything. What made me get this was that I remember smelling this a long time ago. I remember my dad having this actually, and I was like, "Yo, I love that fragrance." And then I got into like the whole fragrance community thing, and everyone kept saying, "Oh, it's a clone of what's that fragrance, y'all? The Green Irish Tweed. I think it is Green Irish Tweed, right? From Creed, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so that, you know, Cool Water, all that, they kept saying those are clones. However, I believe this was out way before that, so I don't know if you want to call that a clone. To me, it smells like outside winter, you know, but it's green, like you're in the Aspens, like you're in Colorado somewhere, you know what I mean? And even though there's a lot of snow, you can smell a lot of pine. Like, that's what I love about this fragrance, man. And I can and I will definitely wear this every year, every season, any occasion. This is just so versatile, man. Everybody loves this. Like, it's fresh. I even have Très Nuit that it gets a lot of comparison to. But of course, you want to know what's in it. And in the top notes, we're going to have green notes, bergamot, lemon, Albanian. You got in the middle notes, lavender, juniper, geranium, coriander, orange blossom, and jasmine. And the base notes are going to have balsam fir, cedar, oak moss, musk, and amber. It is a lot of notes, and I can tell you I probably only smell 3 or 4. Of course, that whole green, that pine, that's going to be the green notes, man. I think I smell a bit of the jasmine, what gives it like that freshness. Like I said, I want to wear it like fresh out the shower. And usually, like when I smell clothes, it's lavender, or like soaps and oils are like lavender based. So I think that's what I pick up a lot. I guess you can say you can get the musk. It is a bit musky, but not a whole lot. I wouldn't say woody. Jasmine, maybe a little floral. Juniper, a little powdery. Now, when it comes to the juniper, to me, it gives fragrances a powdery scent, and this does kind of smell powdery, but more chalky. Like, I don't want to turn anybody off from, you know, purchasing this fragrance or telling anybody it's bad, but it does smell a little bit chalky after a while. Comes to the longevity, I'll be honest with you, I can't even smell this after maybe 30 minutes of wearing it. But I do smell it on my clothes still after a long day of work. I just can't smell it on my skin, but I can definitely smell it on my clothes. So I would definitely spray my clothes with this. Projection is pretty good. Actually, like, I kid you not, there's been times where, you know, it's been really, really cold here in AZ. It doesn't get that cold, but as soon as I get out the car, I smell this and I'm like, okay, it's still on me. You know, I left the house, just got to the work site. I'm walking out and I can still smell this. But again, I spray my clothes with this. So, but yeah, all occasions, maybe a little more mature. I don't know about a young man pulling it off. I mean, go for it. But yeah, with the Eau de Cologne, of course, you know, you're not going to get the longevity with that. But yep, that's going to be Aspen by Coty. Last but not least, it is kind of controversial because, I mean, I'm gonna let you tell me if this is green or not, but to me it looks green. The old lady said it wasn't green, but we're gonna put it in this video. So with that being said, I have Mont Blanc Presence. See the bottle there? So yeah, to me, it's green. I mean, some of you might say it's blue. I wouldn't be mad at you if you said it was blue either. And because this light is very bright, it looks blue. So you're not going to have an argument from me. But look, just like from this angle a little bit, maybe it's green. I don't know. But yeah, to me, it's just a great barbershop fragrance. Like when I think about barbershop fragrances in my collection, this is definitely number one. I can't think of really too many other barbershop fragrances I like. I mean, it is reminiscent of Old Spice a little bit, which is kind of funny because now that I'm looking at the Aspen and I'm looking at this, I'm like, my father had an influence on me, you know, with my fragrances. But yeah, it is a bit spicy. A lot of people don't like the spice in it, I would say. But the spice doesn't last long, man. You're just going to smell like you came out the barbershop. Like you just got that fade or that taper, you know what I mean? You're gonna smell like that. It isn't anything special, but it is good. Like I prefer wearing this to bed actually in the winter times at night. Like I just love it. But without further ado, the top notes are going to be cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, and bergamot. The middle notes are going to be apple, heliotrope, and sage. And the base notes are going to be tonka bean, sandalwood, white musk, amber, and teak wood. So of course, I get the ginger. Of course, I get the cardamom. Apple, no. Sage, yeah, that's the spice to me that I get. Like, and then the musk with it too. Now, I'm not too sure exactly what makes this powdery. Maybe it is the woods that you get in here with the bergamot. Maybe that's what's making it powdery. But yeah, it is a very powdery scent that I enjoy. Like one of my favorite powdery scents. But with that being said, I know another cinnamon fragrance that I have that is kind of powdery too, which is it's a diesel fragrance. I can't think of it right now, but same thing, just like with the other fragrances here. I can wear this in any occasions, any season, all day, all night. It really doesn't matter. When it comes to the longevity of it, it doesn't last long. Like it dies down pretty quick. Like the sage is going to be prominent. Like that sage is going to get you. That sage and that ginger for the first 45 minutes is going to get you to the point where sometimes you think it's going to be annoying, but then it goes away after a while. And then when it dies down, you kind of want that scent a little bit more. So it's not that, you know, the longevity isn't good. It's just that the part that I like about it goes away so quickly. Comes to the projection, it does project pretty nice. I've had people walk by me and say, oh, you must have shaved this morning, huh? And I'm like, no, but yeah, that's you smelling my fragrance. But yeah, with that being said, man, if you made it this far, that means you really, really enjoy fragrances and your vibe attracts your tribe. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Become tribe, man. Make sure you hit that like button. If you don't like it, then YouTube is going to be like, no, you don't like this type of material. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Make sure you share this video to any and all social media platforms and to anyone you think this would be beneficial for. And then leave me a comment down below. What do you think about these fragrances? Do you own Bvlgari Manwood Essence? Did you get Neroli instead? What about Aspen by Coty? It's old school. Tell me you still got that in your collection, right? What about Mont Blanc Present? I mean, is it a great barbershop present or barbershop fragrance to you? And is this green or blue? Let me know down in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, and blessings.